there are a myriad of videos, heck, several on this channel, about Innistrad Remastered, the release that is going to both pump and dump at the same time. There's speculation on print run numbers, and there's tons of conversations about what the value of these products is going to be upon their release. But I wanted to take a step back from the overall value discussion and actually think about some various budgets. And I wanted to talk about how I personally would best enjoy Innistrad Remastered on several different budgets. So today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to discuss a lower end budget, a middle tier budget, a high end budget, and even an extreme budget. Now, again, these are all just my opinions, and if you like conversations like this and everything we do here on the channel, consider clicking that subscribe button because it helps out more than you can possibly imagine for a small channel like mine. And as we get into the conversation, let's always just keep in the back of our mind, everyone's budget is their own. You work with what you have and you do what you want to do with your hard-earned money. These are just things that I think would be fun in various price brackets. All right, let's get into it. Now, I've been on the record stating that the reprint equity of Innistrad Remastered isn't necessarily going to be there. You're not going to get a ton of value out of stocking play boosters on yourself and cracking packs. This isn't Modern Horizons 3, which, has anyone looked at the EV of Modern Horizons 3? We're going to partner with our friends over at Mox Alpha and do an EV video on Modern Horizons 3 play booster boxes. But I got to tell you, it's pretty insane. But Magic the Gathering isn't just about the EV of the box, the dollar amount of things. There are different ways you can enjoy Magic, some value-based, some play-based, on various budgets. So I want to break that down for Innistrad Remastered today. I want to start with a lower-end budget. And for this, I'm going to consider that to be $50 and under. And yeah, I know $50 could be a high-end budget for some people, an extremely low-end budget for some people. It varies, but that's going to be our marker to kick things off at, because that's around the price that you could head over to a WPN store and play the Innistrad Remastered release event. And heck, if you have a WPN premium store, you can do the pre-release party event. So I think MinMax Games has theirs on the 18th. You can head over that way. And these events, in my opinion, are the best of the best. Pre-release events, pre-release parties, release events, all of these things, in my opinion, are the best way to experience a brand new Magic the Gathering set. There is nothing like going and sitting down and shuffling up 6 random packs, building some decks, and playing some games. I think this is the best way to spend $50 in Innistrad Remastered. Heck, you might pull some heat, you'll do some trades while you're there, you get some community time in, and yeah, you're gonna play with some iconic cards. But if you wanted to get outside of the play space, if you got $50 and you're like, hey, I don't want to play, I just care about value and value, well, Innistrad Remastered prices for singles aren't crazy, and you'd have to look at maybe getting some drops on early prices for popular decks and trying to spike some value. Things like Young Wolf and the Old Border foil, or Liliana possibly could be a standard card sometimes. Spell Queller's really fun. Dead-Eye Navigator's the preview card, and yada, yada, yada. There are some maybe opportunities, Delver of Secrets, to pick up some value that could go up in the long run, but this is total speculation. I would avoid this. I think the best way to experience this with $50 or under is the release or pre-release event. Now, the $100 budget, the next step up, is where I'm going to break some people's brains. I'm going to hurt some feelings here, so make sure you let me know in the comment section if you think this is the dumbest idea I've ever had, but I have done it with other release set or other remastered sets, and it has been an absolute blast. And if your budget is under $100 or around there, 150 to 90, somewhere around there, I would suggest you get together with a couple friends, one more friend, 2 more friends, 3 more friends, and you guys have yourselves a challenge. That's right. Take yourselves back to the days of block constructed and have block constructed Innistrad Remastered game nights. Have an entire month where you set a budget for your entire squad and everyone has to build a deck with only Innistrad Remastered cards. It removes the randomness, the sealed pulls, the idea that, oh, my pulls were better than yours. You can play anything you want as long as it fits within the budget you and your squad set, and it's a wonderful way to make things like Spell Queller, wonderful puzzles to solve all over again, to bring back some of the magic that was that time in Magic the Gathering, getting someone to 13 life and ending the game with a Triska Decaphobia. I've never been able to say the name of this card. My whole life, I've never been able to say the name of this card. Let me know how I did in the comment section below. I think Block Constructed, taking a set, saying, hey, not only are we going to play only the set, but you get to build your own deck. And the decks are, don't get me wrong, some of them are going to be janky, some are going to be powerful, they're going to be a lot of fun. Could be a wonderful way to experience Innistrad Remastered. I did this way back with Dominaria Remastered and a couple buddies of mine, and I gotta tell you, it's not very expensive because the cards, you can get them for pretty cheap, and it is a ton of fun, and there are some powerhouse combos you can tap into. If you're going to do this with your friends, if you think this is a fun idea, let me know in the comment section below. I'll link the Discord, and then if anyone wants to build, like, hey, we'll do webcam games, we'll set up this thing, you guys can get together down in there and let me know how it goes. I think this is the best way to experience it with $100. Now, moving on to a higher end budget. So this is our high end budget now, our conversation about, you're going to spend more money, you're going to be a little bit more invested in this product, and I want to, target this between, $300 to $400, maybe even a little bit higher than that. And in my opinion, this is where having sealed boxes can really shine. So I know you're going to look in the camera and you're going to scream, but Josh, you just said if you have sealed boxes, you're going to open them, you're not going to get your value. I'm not always talking about value. First and foremost, the sealed boxes, in my opinion, are not a bad thing to collect and have on the shelf. It's often the case with these remastered sets where sealed play boxes are not the most valuable things. People, they print a ton of them, people have them, they kind of get their fix. The cards, as we saw, aren't super powerful, and, the community kind of moves on. Well, there are murmurs, there's mumblings, there's conversations in the space that Innistrad Remastered might break the mold on that, and that's all I'm willing to kind of discuss right now because I haven't heard anything that is overly factual, but it's an opportunity. And even if that is not the opportunity, even if that's not the case, you have what I have in my collection is the ability to go back to that booster box, get together with friends, crack it open, and play the game. Whether it's draft, sealed, block, constructed, like we talk about, open the whole box, divvy up the cards, whatever it might be, you have a versatile piece of this moment in Magic the Gathering history, 1 to 2 boxes, and that can go a long way beyond the dollar value that you stamp on the side of the box. I know, everyone always labels me a sealed product investor, and I have all of these collector boxes here in various boxes on my shelves and whatever it might be, but I've always been very open on the fact that one of the reasons I truly enjoy collecting draft booster boxes is the ability to sit down and play those boxes, to play Magic the Gathering with those sets in the long run with my friends. Whether they go up in value or not, it's always a versatile tool. And I think that could be a really cool way for a higher end budget. Get yourself a couple play boxes and use them right away, or store them for a rainy day when you just want to have some fun with some friends. Now, I want to talk about the extreme budget. I want to say right off the bat, the extreme budget is a controversial space. Spending a ton of money on Magic the Gathering is something that you're either, you really enjoy and you like, but you just hate. It's not something you are into. And for that reason, I want to say that this isn't for everybody, right? The extreme budget and spending a ton of money on cardboard is not normal. But if you find yourself wanting to go there, the collector booster box for Innistrad Remastered is a product that I think is a wild opportunity for both some fun and maybe some potential value gains in the long run. When we take a look at the product sold on TCG Player to this point, we would head over to cardboardfinance.com. Remember, this is the application built entirely right here at Hometown TCG, supported by the channel members. You want to support this, there's a join button down below. It's $5 a month, and it helps pay the server costs, so I don't have to pay that out of my pocket. It's the most popular product on the market for Innistrad Remastered. It is the most purchased product on the market for Innistrad Remastered, and I believe it probably is fairly short printed. Now, I say I believe because, we will never really know these things, but judging by the value curve and the average price of this product as time goes on, I think it's safe to say there's not a ton of these going around. Heck, if we look right now on TCG Player, we see that these boxes are already over $300, and that doesn't mean they're going to go up, and up forever and ever, but it is a wonderful opportunity to either chase cards or to keep them on your shelf sealed and open them on a rainy day, chase cards in the future, sell them to pick up some new Magic the Gathering product. It's I think a powerful tool. Now, I will say this right off the bat. This product hinges heavily on the success of the serialized card, of the Edgar Markov Chase. without that being a hit, which I believe it will be, I really do believe this product doesn't offer as much as something like a Dominaria Remastered or even a Ravnica Remastered in general value. That $10 to $25 card slot is going to be a little bit empty here, but the highs are going to be extremely high, and in my opinion, the place to spend that extreme budget is probably on a sealed case. You know, often with these things, we can rely on the sealed case to get a small discount on a per box basis and pick up things that, you know, maybe someone gets all their money back, store makes a couple bucks, and they're more open to selling them a little more quickly. As we see, you get a little bit of a discount already on TCG Player buying a sealed case. But I'll already say, the extreme budget is not for everyone. You don't have to experience Magic that way. Magic can be enjoyed on as low as a couple bucks every single month, and I think there's wonderful opportunity to have some fun with Innistrad Remastered. Let me know what you think of the budget suggestions down below, and thank you so much for hanging out today. I'm going to link another video, probably my latest Innistrad Remastered video, right here. So if you like the channel, you like what you do, I'm going to pick this one, so click this one next. Thanks so much for hanging out. Until next time, you all know me. My name is Josh, and we'll see you around. All right, bye-bye.